and welcome to another exciting moment of the Banter. My name is Grace Komalafe and I'm excited to be here. I mean, that's usual for me, I'm always excited to be seated here. Hello guys.
Hey,
Good to have you.
Thank you.
So I can see this guy and this lady
Yeah,
doing,
Yeah.
blue and black.
Say blue something.
Made from heaven.
No something
Okay,
there.
so because we have something related that we'll be discussing today, probably they end up going home hands crossed.
Hallelujah.
Who will want to be the pastor? Pastor Juvie.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want to bless the union.
Bless you.
Step forward, let me.
Okay, so what's up?
What's up, my people? It's your homeboy Delight. Happy to be here.
Great.
Who-
Alright guys, we're happy to be here once again and you will say more of me.
Are you sure?
How do you
Yeah,
know?
I decided not to bring you here tomorrow.
Uh,
So that's Victor, Okay, so let's come to this man now.
Yeah, what's up Lagos, what's up Nigeria, what's up West Africa and the rest of the world? It's your boy Juvie, you know how it is, we love keeping it 100. Fresh.
I don't like this one. I like that. I am Julie.
Okay, so let's have you.
Hey guys, it's Alfreda on the Wheel of Steel. Thank you for having
Come
me.
again.
Alfreda on the Wheel of Steel.
Alright guys, it's fun. It's always fun to be here, but despite we come, we laugh, we chat, at the same time we make some cogent points, very key points in our conversation. And of course, today we'll be discussing two major issues. I think taking on social media, we saw a video, a tweet rather, and we'll be building a conversation around it. And our topic today will be looking at DNA testing in marriage. So there's this tweet. A man said his wife passed, and only for him to find out that his 3 kids are not his. Yes. You just stared at me. Yes. So, but for me, the thing is, why is it after the demise of the wife? Why? Why wait?
Some questions.
Why wait till? Okay, so let me just start from you, since the man has questions to answer. So ask him. I guess he's watching. Go ahead.
Well, it was a tweet though, but I need to sit with the man one-on-one to analyze the whole situation, because the way he put it is after his wife died, he went to do a DNA. Now, I feel that a person who lost his wife should be mourning, especially because he put his age there, 36 years old.
Yes.
So they are just new into the relationship, or they are just young couples. So losing his wife at that kind of age should be very tragic, especially that he has 2 kids. At least he has not even confirmed that time that the kids were not his. So he has 2 kids. So I feel that he should be mourning during that period of time. And then going to check the DNA of, there's something fishy going on. Yes, because we need to ask why you go and check the DNA of, how did that thought come about?
Do you get it?
That you go and check the DNA of the kids after your wife died. It looks strange.
But is it wrong that he did that?
No, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
So,
Something happened, something tragic happened,
Okay.
and the next thought that came to your mind was to go and do a DNA test.
But then one
So-
thing leads to the other.
So definitely, but I want to say this. We agree that I'll just read this briefly. I put down some points. So DNA testing can provide couples with reassurance, if you ask me, about their child's biological parentage during doubts and misunderstandings. And for new couples, if you ask me, it's not a bad idea if they discuss this even before going into the marriage, to foster trust. You get it now. But in the case of this man, so I'm coming to you, why is it not during the marriage, when the relationship was on, when the marriage was on? Why at the time when the lady already died?
Well, we cannot dig into his emotions. To really look at what exactly could have. But of course, one thing leads to another. Who knows? There may have been this conflict. Of course, we were not with them in their home while the woman was alive. But there may have been talks that may have come out about, okay, who actually has his child and whatever. But now that the lady is gone, and I'm even wondering how the news of he having the DNA test even got to the news in the first place,
Okay.
right? I don't know. But I don't feel that there's nothing wrong with him. He has the right to do so.
Okay.
So
even
whatever,
after the death of the wife.
I'm not judging. Look, and it now turns out that they are not even his children. You know that.
So do you know that sometimes DNAs could sometimes be wrong? I mean, you don't have that 100% assurance. So let's come to Juvie. What's your opinion on this? What's your take? Most importantly, let's stand on the information we got on the internet that those kids are not his. So what's your position? Speaking to the woman, yes, she's gone, but then the man himself for his action. What do you think?
Well, underlining this is trust issue. Something would have happened because, like, the life started. Why not autopsy? Why DNA?
You know?
I mean, it begs a whole lot. It's your mind, like.
What of is the one that killed the wife?
And,
Maybe he found out that the wife was cheating.
Probably,
Because that's the
you know,
only logical.
Probably, maybe the kids are of age now and the resemblance seem not to be. Maybe his neighbors, they are looking more like the friend, like, what's up? You understand? So I think the whole story is not out, and for him to say I'm 36 and that really doesn't really answer, because why DNA? Why not autopsy? Why not what about the kids? What would happen to them? So if they were not your kids, so what's up? Nothing has changed. The harm has been done. What truth are you looking for? Or probably someone came and said, well, go find out these kids are not mine. And so whatever might have happened, for me, I'm looking at, so what do we do next? You found out, I think it was Odate Lamte, the Ghanaian ex, that, so someone has 7 kids or 5 kids and none of it was yours. So would you kill yourself? And so where do you take the kids? Those are the questions.
Okay.
Sorry, young man. I really wish I could help you, but the reality right now is crazy.
Okay, so
someone
okay, so let's come to Afrita. Testing in marriage, I think it's necessary. Let's not just talk about DNA. So we'll talk about knowing the health conditions, and on the family plan, genotype, so
now it's
family,
DNA.
family planning and all of that. But to some people, they want to restrict. Should there be privacy concern when it comes to marriage? I believe you are two became one, right? Should there still be privacy concerns to the extent that you have some information and you just feel, let me keep it to myself? Yes, you can also speak to the issue at hand. It's still all around it.
This is a very sensitive issue because I know that marriage is, like you said, two becoming one.
Yeah.
All right. But, there are situations where there are health challenges and even the family doctor will not tell the other spouse. This is a confidential issue. You get, they are really sensitive issues. See, life is, the more you look, the less you see. There are so many things involved. You get, so these are the things that should be talked about before you get married. You get.
So while you're married, you still could keep things from your
That's
wife.
what I'm saying. Talk about these things before you get married. That's why.
So for example, this lady's having an issue, a particular health concern, and you feel if my partner gets to know even before marriage, that might destroy the relationship and the marriage might not work. So why not let me keep it to myself? Because I love him. Is love enough?
The guy who is in,
or the other way around?
Yeah, the other way around.
So do you think love is enough?
Sorry to butt in, but I was even thinking maybe the said lady that maybe wanted to help the guy. Probably she discovered the guy is not very enough to produce and just wanted to help. So came to a friend like, let's just help and just raise children for this young man, just to help.
But I think that these are issues that have also ruined beautiful relationships, and there are people that are not capable of handling certain information. They are not matured enough. That's another thing you should look out for. So the person you are with, find out, is this person matured enough? Can this person contain this information? And then speaking to this DNA issue, oh boy, this is one of the many issues. I also read somewhere 6 children, none for the man, and the man had cardiac arrest.
Wow.
You know, so it's just, and another look from another angle. All right, you know that hospitals, they also swap children.
Yes.
And there are cases where the woman is not, child is neither for the woman nor the man. You get, so these are really sensitive issues.
Though it's a movie, this scenario, it's a movie, but it actually happened. They swapped the kids and the wife was not even aware. The baby over time kept falling sick. Both of them they are not AS or AA or anything. So how come? You know, this woman will fake everything too. She will swear, she would cry, she would do everything. I don't know about it. You own this baby. So they had to trace back to the hospital. And guess what? They swapped the kids.
Exactly. You know, I saw somewhere too. There's this Zimbabwean nurse on her deathbed. She said she confessed to swapping over 5,000 babies.
Wow!
Like she was doing it for fun. Like, how do you like?
Not being paid, not like they pay her.
No, she just does it.
But for 3 kids, was there a case of swapping?
It's possible.
3
for 3 kids.
3.
Let's speak to trust. Let's speak to trust here. Let's speak to trust here. So you made a point that probably she was trying to help the man, knowing that he's not capable of producing. But is that enough reason for you?
The woman?
So that's why I'm calling. Well, I don't know what you want to call it, but that's why I'm bringing it to trust. So, at what point should we begin to consider DNA? Either you are sure or not. What are those traces you will see in relationship, and you begin to feel, oh no, I think there is a doubt, and let's come to you.
Okay, first and foremost, I feel that if your wife is going to get pregnant, you should know, because you obviously had sex with her. So you should know that, okay, after this intercourse, my wife is going to get pregnant.
No,
but
not all. No,
not all. But
from experience,
from experience. I love that. I love that from experience. No, not
all those. But my point is this: the only scenario whereby I feel you should go and do DNA test is whereby you've heard informations from someone and from
about your wife. You would rather go and
but hearing information is not enough, if you ask me. They just may be cooking up something to destroy your relationship.
And obviously you're going to look at all angles now. You have to look at it and, okay, if this guy is lying to me, what does this person stand to gain? Do you get? If I'm not having issues with you and you come to me and I know that men are wicked, but
I disagree.
I know that men are wicked.
You will see a very innocent looking person, a very close friend, will come and backbite.
Exactly.
Will say terrible things about the other person, and you will believe it for free. True.
No, but once you do it, there's no harm in it. You can do it without your wife's knowledge.
Look at that. Did you see? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
That's it.
I can do it without my wife's knowledge.
No.
Not to cause you know who you are married to. You know how she's
if
going
you
to
know
react.
who you are married to, then you should not go a step further. I mean, you wanted to say something.
We are neglecting the psychology here of all of this.
So which is
we're just speaking in terms of black and white. But
you want to speak to the grey.
There are other angles to this
Let's
psychologically speaking, because most men want to have their blood. Let's be frank. Most men getting married, they don't plan to adopt or raise up another man's child.
Yeah.
That's the fact. So all this one I was saying, we're essentially, covering the whole thing and saying, why should you check it? But I feel anyone has the right to check, if this person is the child or not.
Then it should be agreed. If you ask me, it should be discussed. There should be, because it's a marriage. It's a marriage. It should be something that should be discussed.
Yeah, and I feel it's criminal.
And that's why I'm saying this should come not when the lady is no longer in existence. This should have come much earlier. You understand? Probably she's been doing some things. She's been some attitude or hearing one information or the other.
Let's look at the man's side. Now, let's assume that the kids are noise.
Yeah.
What was the link? The lady is dead already. What was the link holding him to the kids? I don't know if you get me. At least we could have considered that, okay, fine, he's not the father, at least he's married to the lady. So the kids are the ladies. You get? So we can say, okay, let's just compromise and say, let's be doing this marriage and let me be taking care of the kid. Now we are in a situation now that the lady is dead and the lady was the only link between the kids.
She was married to you?
Yes.
Between the kids and the man. Now the lady is dead, which that means the link is lost already.
So what do you do?
That obviously, if the kids are noise, what do you expect him to do?
Throw them
Throw them away.
Throw them away.
Send them to the government.
Legally, they are not his children.
Send them to the government.
Who signed the birth certificate?
So
who signed the birth certificate?
It does
biologically, he's not the children. They are not his children. But legally,
if he's the one that signed the birth certificate,
it's binding.
If the real father comes and they go to court,
so at what point will the real father show up in a scenario like this?
The truth of the matter is that this issue that we are discussing about, there are many blind spots to it. So no matter how we want to argue this, we will obviously have a point covering another one. Okay. Because no much information is given on it.
Yes, we agree. No much information is given, we agree. But I mean, I just want us to have a conversation around it whereby, we begin to checkmate ourselves. I mean, it really, because this happens a lot. Just like he mentioned, you mentioned that you can do this without her consent.
Behind her.
It's a relationship. It's a marriage, for crying out loud.
What I'm saying is this: I'm giving you a scenario whereby, okay, the person I'm going to, if I'm going to even tell her, she's not going to accept in the first place, and now I'm having doubts.
You're not told her.
You have not told her.
I mean, the breach of trust.
Okay, so you see this guy that does skits, or what is it called? All the social media stuffs. So a lot of them have actually moved away from just making people laugh, do surprise and all of that. They go into more serious issues. So this guy called one of the guys and said, "Oh, I want to do a surprise with my wife. I'm just returning from abroad and all of that." So they went there and he called the lady, "I'm outside. Come outside." And the wife came out. You are seeing your man for a long time. I think they said 5 years. And she wanted to hug him, jumped on, and the guy just pushed her away. "Go away, you this, you that." Even the daughter came, "Oh, daddy, push the daughter away. I'm not your father." And all of that. All of the dramas, and the woman was just crying like, "Are you serious? You've been messing up since when I was not around. All of this English and all of that. Okay, do DNA. Let's go and have DNA. This and all of that. Straight like that, just like that DNA, just like that." They just mentioned this DNA as if, the trauma, the psychological effect it's going to be having on the lady. It's not like you guys have had conversations before. No, hold on. Hold on. You guys are not having any issue before. You just, you traveled from nowhere, you came, and the surprise you want to give to me is to tell me, "This daughter is not my own, let's go for DNA," without, you understand? And listen, they actually went, he allowed him to take the daughter, and they went for the DNA. They went for the test. And came back a few days later only to realize that the daughter belongs to him. You now knelt down and started begging. Please, if at that point the lady reacts, what would they say?
If the lady is guilty,
let's ask
if the lady is guilty, there's not going to be psychological effect on the lady.
Who said? If they are guilty or
if
not,
she's guilty, she will not.
The fear remains that this guy will know.
Since you don't cover for your gender,
no, it's not like I'm calling for. Let's have Juvie speak to this while we wrap up.
Well, basically, I feel trust is the basis, the foundation for any relationship. Effective or healthy relationship. At the point where you start to doubt and you impeach, the veracity of the other person, the truth, you already messed up a whole lot. Even if we found out something else went wrong, and you were in the wrong here. There are cases of people turning and they find out, "Oh, actually I was wrong. I got an incomplete information."
Just like this scenario.
That actions are the foundations of trust.
No. I'm saying,
yes, because if
in this case what is the reason? after the death of your wife, you are running a DNA on the kids, what actually had transpired. And there have been, I mean, I'm not saying you don't have the right to, from whatever this person has heard, it's just that it still beats a whole lot of, it's just trust. If you had trusted your wife and she had messed up and you found out, some people, it might not make any connect to this, like a man gets married and the woman came with 8 kids from the previous relationship, 8, and he never had one with this man. And the man had died like 20 years after. Someone came to, it was Nat King Cole's elder brother. So someone came in and asked, like, what was it about your man? And said, she spoke like the guy was still living. Like he treated every of the child like they were his.
That's a different
I understand, but I'm still saying, so you found out the kids were not yours. Where are you taking the kids? Do you understand the effect of this on the kids as well?
Even on the kids, yeah.
But even on the man, there's effects too.
There's effect.
Yes, we agree. But what prompted him in the first place? Look, let me tell you, for me, if someone walk up to me to say, oh, this is the situation, when I know that this person is no longer available, no longer alive, I think there's no point. Because the person I'm supposed to drag this issue with is no longer available. So why push it? It's no longer necessary, if you ask me. If nobody is coming to drag the kids with me in the first place, let's just make that clear. Probably a man has been coming to say, no, they are not, they are mine. Now the mother is gone, they are mine. On that basis, you can say, okay, let's check, let's clarify. But if there is no situation of such, then there is no point.
Okay, let me play with you a bit. What about what about if the economic situation is not smiling on the man? What do you expect him to do?
It doesn't matter. What if they are yours? What if they are genuinely yours?
No, they are not his.
It's the same thing. So are you saying that even with the situation of the country, you can't extend hands of help or support to other kids out there because you don't have enough?
That is charity.
It's not of it, so say that's charity. All right, guys, let's have your 10 seconds.
The thing is,
You've already you have yours already. So
the thing is, we are focused on the psychological effect these issues have on the children and the woman. We are leaving out the man. It has terrible effects on men. It's like it's the height of betrayal. The woman that you got married to, the woman that you trust so much, gets pregnant for another man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so many stories like that. Like me, I want to speak to my gender. I beg more with the suffering. Because me, I don't understand. I really don't get it. It's becoming too much. Like it's becoming too much. I don't know the reason for women going outside to get pregnant for somebody else, and then you come to pin the child on your innocent husband. It's crazy, like really. Women, can we please do better?
Thank you. Let's have it.
Well, I would say, and I always stand my decision that whoever wants to do any DNA and whatever, looking at what is going on now and everything, please go ahead. I mean, nobody should tell you don't do this, but and then in terms of the timing now of this, I don't know. We don't know whatever really happened in between. So the question now is that should DNA now be part of the planning? You're having a child, okay, we do genotype, we do all those things like you said, and then you also do tests. No, should that also
let it be in the conversation from beginning?
The relationship,
yeah,
talked about it.
Yes.
So that is another question.
Okay. I feel.
Do you still want to say something? Let's have it first.
I feel that for the two people to get married at the first place, there must have been trust that has been established. Now the guy going to do DNA has shown that okay, this trust is not more, because trust is not permanent. It can be taken away, it can be recovered. So once the guy is opting to go and do a DNA test, that means there are some actions that have prompted him to do so. So the thing we must discuss is there are families that have never done a DNA. In my own, they've never done DNA for any of us. Definitely. So you can. So what I'm saying is this: if there are no side corners and there are no human misbehaviors, I feel that none of the partners will suggest to go and do a DNA test. So you must be true. If you want that DNA should not be carried out on your kids, you must be plain and you must be transparent in your relationship.
Thank you. Let's actually go briefly.
I think basically everyone has said a great deal of it. Build trust. Know who you're married to. Eventually, you're not married to the society. You're married to a woman. And if there is trust, I think we will not have need for all this DNA and SMS and whatever.
Yeah, ma'am. All right, thank you very much. So for me, I want to say that just like she spoke to the female folks, I really want to say that let us be calming down. Please, even when the man is having issues, look for other ways to work it out. Speak with him, go for medications, testing, and all of that. I mean, doing stuffs like this would, it's not the best way. It's not the best way to help. So, and if the both of you agrees to say, okay, this is what, in fact, we've had families where they have this kind of conversation and it's okay, let's have it. Yes, and they do it between themselves codedly. You understand? It's not something you are proud of. You want to come out to say this, but I can tell you for free that it happens a lot. So have such conversation with your man if that is what you want to do. If not, let it be. If the marriage cannot stay, if the essence of the marriage particularly is to have kids and it's not coming, please, probably each person should just go their own way, if you ask me, than causing more harm than good. And that's it. Yes, trust is very important. Let's remain, put ourselves in that position whereby we'll continue to trust one another in our relationship. Thank you very much, and we'll be going on a short break at this point in time. When we come back, we'll return to the next topic for the day. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Banter. Quickly go on our social media platforms, follow us, comment, share, like, be part of the conversation. Yeah. Okay, so we'll be speaking to getting support in the entertainment industry, especially in times of need. So we are picking this topic simply because I think there's this video about Mr. Ibu, that's John Ikechukwu Okafo. So speaking to his health condition and how his industry have either supported or not been supportive. So I remember having a conversation with some of them, yes, in a program we attended, and I had to raise an issue like this, and they said, well, they have associations. A lot of them don't belong to associations, and when they have issues, they want the association to come in, either association or not. Let's speak to this. Do we think they are doing enough for themselves? Let's start with you.
That's very, very, very difficult to answer, because I think for a union to be able to engage with you, you must also have impacted much to the union. Now, nobody knows how much Mr. Ibu has impacted to it, because most times we find all these actors, once they've blown, they do not really engage themselves with all these kind of unions and everything. I think what we should be looking at is human compassion, and not these people have really done a lot for the industry. They've taken it to another level, so we should be able to find a way to resolve their issues. Now, this is not the first time Mr. Ibu's sickness is happening. At least it has happened countless times, and the family has been able to take care of the bill. But it has gotten to an extent that they cannot, according to the video I watched that the daughter and the mother made. But my issue is this, because she made a statement that she messaged some of these top celebrities or actors, even the what's his name, the president, okay, the president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. And she said that he messaged him, even when she made that video, that he has not still replied to the message, and which is very, very bad. Because I feel that, I know that they have this, almost all celebrities have this personality of not responding to messages. But I feel that this person is not really a stranger to you. It's the wife of one of the top legends in the actors industry. So I feel that we should be able to attend to this kind of messages. Now, not attending to, because they are dragging. That's the major reason why people are dragging other celebrities because of when you message them in times of need. Now that he's trending, everybody's putting, let's send money to this.
So speaking to well, I mean, it's not. I'm not in to speak for him, but talking about the president of Actors Guild, like I said earlier. So in an interview, I think I raised a question like this, and he said a lot of these people do not belong to their association. Like, as a matter of fact, they enjoy so much benefit because people see them as actors and all of that, but they don't contribute to the association. And that they have even responded to some of them. They've actually extended support to some of them, but at some point they felt, okay, going forward, if you don't do this, then this is. And we also speak to, okay, how much of publicity do you give? Talking about your association. How do you project the benefits that you have in this association? As a matter of fact, what are those benefits? So he talked about issues like this, health insurance, support, and all of that. So, I mean, but let's have Afeta speak to this. What do you think?
So, to add to what Delight said, speaking to sympathy and empathy, like, sometimes I feel like it's fake love. You know, that's what I feel. I mean, it was, if you had watched that video, I felt so bad for Mr. Ibu. Like, man, did he have to come out to do this video before his colleagues can? Because I mean, they would have heard, somebody somewhere would have given them the information before he came out to speak. That means there's no support system. There's no love. That's what I see. Like, there's no love. Nollywood, beyond association, I feel like they can do better, you know, for themselves. And people are out there displaying, I don't know whether it's fake life or whatever. I got this house, I did this, I did that. But this little support from every person will go.
Every little drop of water
you get
will come
to
to
go a
the
long
I
way.
want to believe that the wife would have reached out to many of them before they agreed to do this video.
Okay, so let's come to you. Do you think it's necessary that for them to wait still, just like she mentioned, do they need to wait for such individuals to cry out publicly before they get support?
Well, I can't speak for them, their decision to come up now, because I even remember some time ago he was also sick.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago that was now, and only for this now to come out again.
Don't forget, he's not the only one in this kind of situation.
We've
had, you know, and it's not just Nollywood, you know, but what is it called? Even the music industry to some extent. It's just that I think to some extent those ones are a bit rapid, you know, the way they, you know, Yoruba movie, and all of them put together, you realize that it will get to, you see their stars, their health condition must have deteriorated to that extent whereby, you know, financially you see that they can't really do anything again. They are carrying them here and there. They begin to, and at that point, that is when you see people come now. Oh, let's go and check on him. Oh, let's. Do you think it is necessary? Do we need to wait till this point?
We don't need to. As we have said now, there should be a structure. There should be a structure to take care of better. And this is a legend. Mr. Ibu is a legend. He's a living legend. You know, it's just like Akin and Popo and all of those. You know, now I've noticed that there has been a pattern. There has been a pattern of, you know, deaths in Nollywood. I don't understand it. Before you know, you hear this person have died. Before you know, you hear this person have died. This year alone, I don't know, the number of deaths this year alone.
I guess that's because they are public figures. People die every day. People die every day, really. That's because they're in the face of people. We have, you know.
But in this Nollywood, listen.
There are people from different parts of I mean, it's because they are celebrities, so you know them. People die every day. Every day. From my village, I don't know how many people that have died today.
but if you look at the state they were before they died, you know, abject
poverty, sickness.
That's the concern.
All of those. Now I was going through here and I saw how many associations, Theatre Arts Association Nigeria.
So is it necessary that they become
up to 12,
a part of association before you can support them?
But I just feel even apart from the association, there should be a different and independent structure. Welfare, something like that, And so I don't know what it is inside. There's something is only an inside man self that will tell you. Because what we are just seeing is what is on the surface, what's on the screen. You understand? So there are some things to inside. And then generally speaking, in Nigeria, we tend not to take care of our is it heroes or legends, or we just abandon, neglect them.
Let's come to Juvie. So a lot of people have taken this opportunity to chase cloud.
True.
Juvie, what do you have to, I know you have other things you want to add to it. I want you to also speak to, those that just want to trend. Oh, it's Mr. Ibu, let me talk, let me post and all of that.
Well, you can't judge people's motive. Everybody has got the reason why they do whatever it is that they do. I think on our own part is we need to also advocate for health insurance for everyone, all Nigerians, health insurance. Even if your association was coming to do anything, let it be voluntary, let it be out of support, not like you don't have a right
like
to
owe them.
You don't, they don't
Or they
owe
owe
you,
rather.
we don't have this entitlement mentality. And we've had artists come, and Idris had a kidney transplant the other day. There was the case of Steve Kadiri, who is late. There was OJB Jezreel. So we've had them in Nigeria. And people, when they've tried their bit, they reach out and people eventually would support. And so I think one of the things for me is the issue of health insurance. Everyone should take it seriously. Don't wait for people to come support. What if you don't get the support when you actually needed the support? And for those chasing clout, well, one day what goes around comes around. I pray people don't take your story and trend with. These are the things, and it's not just in Nigeria. There are cases of people. I think there was a time Brandy had a dehydration issue. It trended online, but that was resolved. She had the money and dehydration. I was like, Brandy dehydration, like dehydration. But there are packages out there for people when you are employed. Reach out, please. Health benefits is important. Health insurance is important. So we don't have to grow old and we're out of the industry. And you see the way the industry is.
Once you're out, it's as if they forget about you.
The older ones are not getting major roles again. Unless you are the producer, executive producer, and director. If you're not, you don't get some roles. So younger ones, people are coming into the industry. So if you're no longer relevant and your value is not being appreciated again, and you go out and you can't take care of yourself in 5 years, and you're calling, see where I live, dilapidated buildings. And when you see those veterans and what really happened? The audio money they look, they drive big cars when they act, but in the real sense of it, they don't own those
audio money.
The Nollywood industry is even doing better than the Nigerian football veteran. Have you seen any of them? All those but I think another issue we need to speak to is as you are making your money, even the young ones need to learn from this. The young ones they should start investing and
honestly
doing, because
I have a different business. I'm sorry to take that from you. I use Zia Bojo for example. She's not only doing movie. Yes, she doesn't really appear so much in movie any longer. But I'm sure I do see her. Yes, there's one I saw on Instagram again. I think she's having a small media stuff, I don't know if I should call it podcast or something, So she's got a lot of stuffs on her table.
So some of them have endorsements as well.
Endorsements will not be there forever.
But at least it gives them something.
So,
I think
when
the
they
younger
get
ones,
such bulk money,
yes,
put it into something.
Something you understand, though. Don't just throw money around.
Yes, you put it into something you understand, something you can keep, something that when you are completely out of movie industry, you can keep up with it and you continue to make more money.
I don't know if you have royalties, so they are.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a story for another day.
yeah,
All right, so
intellectual
let's just do 10
properties
seconds
and all
so
that.
we can wrap up. You were speaking of something.
Okay, so like I was saying before, you should have something you'll be able to fall back. Just like football, you can't play forever. There's obviously going to be, and so it is in the Nollywood or in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
You can't trend forever. The world moves with trend, especially in this kind of industry. So you must, at the money, the big money you are getting now, you must be able to cut your coat according to your size. I mean, especially in terms of lifestyle, you must not live to put an appearance that you know that your capability is not up to, because most of them, that's how their money finishes. They live a lifestyle that they want to showcase. You get, so, and at the end of the day, there's nothing, once they are no more trending, there's nothing to replenish that money they've lavished away. So they should look into that and try as much as possible. I know that the temptation is going to be there to spend lavishly, but try as much as possible to stop it.
All right, let's have a
Yes, the temptation will also be there to show off. Please, nobody should stop showing off. Because seriously, the younger generations coming after, that is what is in vogue right now. Like, everybody's trying to put up this appearance. I'm like this, you know. But me, I want to speak to love. Like, the older generation and then the new. There should be a tie. Like, you don't throw...
Let them be in sync.
Yes. You don't throw them away or you don't abandon them because the new ones are on screen now and these are the big boys and the big girls. Let there be a bond between all of them. Yeah, so...
All right, let's have it too.
Well, they've said it all, but just to voice out again, as far as there is this strong parallel between the Nollywood and even the football, if you notice, like, one of the successes, like Jordan, this one is not the basketball, you know, he invested in this, he had this partnership with Nike, Air Jordan, and I think now it's like the first billionaire athlete, something like that, you know, that kind of thing. As against somebody like Mike Tyson, who, you know, sorry to mention name, but flaunted out. But look, when you're in your heyday, that is the time to invest. That is the time to, you know, be planned for tomorrow, because today is not forever. And also Nollywood. Nollywood is like, apart from Hollywood, is it second? You know, there's Bollywood too, you know, but Nollywood is even is getting known, you know, it's even getting more. So it does not look good on us. You understand? I feel like if you neglect your past, it will hurt your present and also your future. So we should learn to take care of
let's
our
have Julie.
people and all of that.
I think the first day you get your gig out there, start planning for retirement, get some financial education, learn about investments. I mean, a 20-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan. Because in the long run, a man who has whitlow in his hand is more concerned about the whitlow than your health challenges. So take care of yourself. Nobody's responsible for you. That's just what it is, yeah.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your contribution so far. I want to say to Nollywood, you know, be it Yoruba, English, Hausa, all of the movie industry in Nigeria, I really want to say that, look, support is very key. Give yourself the necessary support as much as possible. Either they are old, either they are young, either at the middle age. Provided they are in this industry, give yourself all the necessary support, because nobody knows tomorrow. Even when you have the money and it's flowing, nobody prays that your word goes down. But really, nobody knows tomorrow. It might just be your turn tomorrow. Then you don't need to wait for someone to start to get to that point where that person begins to trend on social media due to the state of their health, before you feel, okay, let's see what we can do. No, please, let's not get to that level. We've had enough of that. Yoruba movie, English movie, Hausa, Igbo, all of you join together. Nollywood, please do the very best that you can. We appreciate you guys. You guys are doing well. But, you know, leaving all of this legend to just be on their own. When we hear all of these stories, we don't feel happy about it. And you continue to get our support, you know. You continue to get our support. So please, let's give our best as much as possible. Thank you guys for your time, and we'll call it a day at this moment, and tomorrow we'll be coming with another exciting topics to discuss. Yes, do follow us, do like, do share, do comment. Until tomorrow, see you.